everybody, this is Jenny the Artsy-Rose, and welcome back to Rindoh's main story. We are about to re-embark on Chapter 8, but first we have to take care of the Akayashi here. I'm having a moment with a man! Can't this wait? No. Apparently I can't. Duty calls, duty calls, duty calls. So. Now, on with the story, shall we? Right. It's absolutely true that I was trying to kill a Yumino, but I couldn't. Once I tried, my mind just went blank. In the end, I just couldn't kill the person I cherish more than anything with my own hands. Rindoh's eyes met mine. I held out my hand to him and he squeezes it tight. Maybe now I can finally help him with what he's been dealing with. We just stay silent and wait for Rindoh to speak. Still squeezing my hand, Rindoh slowly starts to talk. The curse on a Yumino. Either it will be erased, or it will go on until it is fulfilled. If it is not fulfilled by the time that a Yumino dies, then the next person to be born who will use the three sacred treasures will also be cursed. So it will go on forever. It's awful. Yeah, some stubborn curse, huh? Rindoh smiles wearily. Ren, who's sitting down there, looks confused. But how do you get rid of it? If there's a way to get rid of it, then a Yumino doesn't have to die. That's true, but nobody has any idea how to make that happen. It's apparently been tried many times up until now, but a Yumino still has the curse, right? So that's why I thought that the only thing to do was to fulfill the curse. But doesn't fulfilling the curse mean her dying? Exactly. Then you can't do that if she dies. She's not coming back to life. Wait. Kikyo speaks up in a quiet voice. I've heard that there is a way for someone to die and be brought back to life. Huh? There's no way that's possible. Either, but Kikyo's face is completely serious. The field of resurrection rallies. It's just a theory. A game theory. My ancestor who founded the Autumn Village, Lord Gur, was from a foreign land. Because of that, even today there's a lot of trade between the Autumn Village and foreign countries. In particular, it is the best village on the island with the trading of medicines. That is why there are several secret medicines in the Autumn Village. Secret medicines? Yes. There are some you can buy at a pharmacy, like regular medicine, and there are also mysterious ones that you cannot put on the shelves. There are many varieties. Among them are some medicines with unavoidable effects. I do not know if it actually exists or not, but what is it? It's called the revival medicine. Revival? You mean, if such a thing does exist? Finding this hard to believe, I glance at Rindoh. When I do, Rindoh smiles at me, then turns to Kikyo. It makes sense. You'll be the next chieftain. You've been studying. So, are you planning on using that medicine? You do realize that you do not even know if it exists, don't you? It does exist. It does? It exists? I never actually imagined it, but... One time the chieftain, your father, showed it to me. What did you say? A Yumino is going to become an adult soon. You said you wanted to save her, right, Rindoh? Yes, chieftain. It was the day near a Yumino's coming of age that Rindoh heard of the plan to unify Yamato Island. The chieftain said that the symbols started to become impure because the time limit on a Yumino's curse approached. Rindoh learned of the curse and of the plan all at once, and he was thrown into confusion. Let's hear it! Don't just leave us on a cliffhanger, please! Don't just... I already had my hands full enough with the Yumino. This is crazy. It's gotta be a joke. It's completely idiotic. The Goyo function, their stupid inferiority complex. Trying to hide his irritation, he clenches his fist on top of his lap. So in order to dispel a Yumino's curse, it must be erased. Or else fulfilled. Those are the only two options. And how do you dispel it? If If we knew that, we would have dispelled it long ago. So then, does that mean Ayumino has to die? We just need to fulfill the curse once. But if we do that, then Ayumino will. Yes, of course she will die, however. What if I told you we could revive her? What did you say? Rindoh opens his eyes wide in surprise. A small bird in a cage is placed before him. It's dead. It died this morning. I loved this bird. I'm going to use this on him. What the chieftain showed Rindoh then was none other than the effect of the revival medicine itself. Rindoh was further confused by the phenomenon that happened right before his very eyes. The chieftain smiled at Rindoh. Use this medicine on Ayumino after she dies. If you do, then when she is revived, the curse will be gone. The bird started breathing again, flapping its wings and singing. I only half believed him at first too, but once he showed it to me right in front of my eyes, I had to believe it was true. I guess I'd believe it too if I saw it happen before me, happen myself. So you helped him with his plan in exchange for the medicine? Yeah. The bird started to sing, to breathe again. My father did that. Kikyo frowns, deep in thought. I can understand how Kikyo feels. Why would his father keep something like that a secret from him? Was it just not time for him to know that yet? And if so, why was... Okay, I can understand Rindoh's position. He was... Knowing that this man had killed the woman he loved, he would be reluctant to carry out such a procedure. Especially since the time of that plot was about to happen soon. And then when Rindoh has the opportunity, he can't bring himself to do it even though he knows there is a way to bring her back. Jeez! This guy is having it tough! Man. But then Kikyo, when was his father going to tell him about this medicine? If we were doing Kikyo's route, would he have been in Rindoh's position, distracting the others so one group could raid the summer village and the other group would be left with the other guy would be left with distracting Ayumino's group, so she would be killed by the man she loved? It's a stupid plan, and I honestly have no interest in such nonsense. But all of us ninjas from the Autumn Village were made to think that way. I do understand how the chieftain feels, somehow. But that doesn't mean you had to help him, does it? If there was that kind of medicine, I would want it too, but still. I had no choice. There was nothing else I could do. I just thought that as long as I could save Ayumino, I'd do anything. Rindoh. But how did you learn all about the curse, and the chieftain too? Ayumino's parents and all the village chieftains knew all about it. As for me, Rindoh looks at me. The scroll you had. Right, a long time ago, there was a man from the Binkai function that hated the house of Tsuki. He stole it so that he would have the chance to destroy the house. It's been kept at my place for generations. So that's why, even though it was the first lady, even though it was the lady Ayumino the first who wrote it, it was at your house. Right, yeah. And the reason why he can tell me everything. Now I know why. It was because he had to say that he wanted to kill me. He'd have to... I know that. As long as I could save you, I didn't care who you choose. What? If you had to choose someone other than me, and it was your fate to be killed by him, I definitely would have done something to get him to kill you as well. Even if it meant making you all despise me for it. You'd do that? All just to save me? Rindoh didn't answer, and only smiled a faint smile. I thought if whoever it wasn't able to kill you, then I would do it with my own hands. I would kill you with my own hands, and then use that medicine on you. But I couldn't. Once it was time to move, to kill you, my body had just stopped moving. I didn't want to kill you. There was even more confrontation between the two factions. During those rough times, I worked as a member of the Binkai Functions faction in the White Tiger School of ninjas until I was working in was an elite group that performed top secret missions. An elite group? What kind of top secret missions? Was it assassinations or something? Precisely. Assassinations? I've never heard that sort of unit even existed. Of course not. You were still young. And the elite group was mostly made up of ninjas from the Binkai function. But still, did Kikyo's father know about this? What is up with this guy keeping secrets from his own son? The chieftain probably hid it from you, thinking that there was no need for you to know. I can't believe it. He's gonna have to know eventually, though. Seriously! Kikyo grimaces sadly, and Rindoh looks into the distance. The work they gave me every day was brutal, and I got pretty discouraged. I was still young, and the missions wore me out, so one day after work, instead of going straight back to the village, I went to the forest to rest. Why do I have to fight until I hit my breaking point? What am I fighting for? That I have to kill so many people day after day. Oh my goodness. Well, I only have to wait to get 3 tickets restocked, so today, once that happens, we're going to continue where we left off. And I've got Zenny. And I get Zenny. I am Jenny the Artsy-Rose. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. But before I do another video, I have got to get these mosquitoes off of me. Golly, bloody jeez. Jeez. I'm outside just to let you know, and I'm sorry to gross you out. I'm Jenny the Artsy-Rose, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.